It is 5:04, September the 11th, and 7 years ago, I used to be someone who snoozed for 2, 3 hours. At the time, I had no confidence, no belief in myself, no purpose, no energy. Now I wake up between 4:30 and 5, have done for 6, 7 years, and do so 95% of the time, and have total conviction, confidence, belief, energy. And I know within the next 6 months, I will be making $100,000 in a month. Now, how did that shift happen? Well, this is what this episode is about. So back then, I masked my lack of confidence with partying, with alcohol, with being the joker. So on the surface, I looked charismatic, confident, but like inside, there was a lot of chastising myself, beating myself up, and a real lack of confidence and self-belief. And the shift happened for me when I came across this idea of identity capital. And you can think of identity capital like your stock price. And at that time, my stock price was tanking. It was going down. My belief, my mind, my body, I was lethargic, overweight. And when I came across this idea of identity capital, my goal was just to build my identity capital, build my stock price. Back then, I wouldn't have invested in myself. Now, I'd invest every single penny I have in myself. And I am. I'm constantly investing in myself and backing myself. But that has been something I have built. And I have built it by doing hard things regularly. Your identity capital is essentially built on who you are when no one is watching. And that is why I always do hard things. I rarely want to wake up between 4:30 and 5, but I do so 95% of the time. Not just for the extra time that I get over others, not just for the growth that I can experience between 5 and 8 a.m. My girls will be asleep for the next 3 hours. I've got the next 3 hours to myself. Wow. I can achieve so much in that time, right? Not just that, but it's about the belief, the conviction, the resilience that you build in doing hard things like waking up early in the morning. It's so much bigger than just the time. Another way I build this identity capital is take myself to a dark place. In fact, I have a weekly workout called my dark place workout, where I take my mind to its perceived edge, where my body is screaming and it wants to give up. My lungs are burning, my muscles are full of lactic. My mind is saying, Joe, you're going to get hurt, stop. And in that moment, I regain control of the moment by focusing on the four controllables: my breath, my body posture, my effort, and my self-talk. And by doing that, my body has more. And in that moment, I'm building spiritual calluses. I'm building conviction that I can do hard things, because entrepreneurship, it ain't easy. There will always be moments where you'll want to give up. There'll always be moments where you'll be rejected, where you'll be ghosted, where things are not going your way. I raised £1 million for my first startup, but to get to that, I was rejected by hundreds, literally hundreds of investors. And there were so many moments that I wanted to give up. Same in coaching. Put my life's work into something, my soul, my dharma. This thing, coaching, means so much to me. And then to just get rejected time and time and time again by clients, it hurts. But the resilience, the identity capital that I've built allows me to just go, yeah, it's hard. We move on. We move on. We move on. We move on. So my question to you is, how is your stock price trending? If it's trending up, if you zoom out and it's trending up, great. We all have dips in our stock prices. I've just come out of a little dip actually in my stock price, and that's okay. But it is trending up. And that's why I have this level of conviction in myself. So is your stock price trending up or is it trending down? The first thing. And the second thing is, what hard things have you been avoiding? What fear is keeping you small? How have you got addicted to comfort? We are in a comfort crisis, right? We can get food delivered to our door. We can watch Netflix for hours. We don't even really need to think now with ChatGPT if we're not aware of this. So we have to be even more intentional and deliberate and seek out actively discomfort. Probably 4 or 5 times a week, me and my buddy go rucking. It's not a typo. We put on a heavy bag and we have about 30 kg on our back and we just go rucking. We walk with heavy shit on our back. And it builds, again, the identity capital. It builds resiliency and self-belief and self-trust. So the message is this. If you're lacking confidence right now, build it. It's not something that's just given to you. Go build it by building identity capital, by doing hard things, by waking up before everyone else, by leaning into discomfort, by becoming someone when no one is watching. That's what it's about. Who are you when no one's watching? Because everyone is doing stuff for Instagram and all of that, but who are you when no one's watching? Like, that's what matters. So that's my invite for you today. Tomorrow we're going to be talking about the difference between a pro and an amateur. Again, this has been one of my biggest shifts, and it's why I'm able to say to you, 100K a month, it's coming. And again, I repeat, the number is just a milestone. It's who I'm becoming. And my wish for you is you become that person. That is my wish for you. That is why I'm recording this, to inspire you to a greater possibility of change, to inspire you to step into the person that you know you are capable of being. That is why I'm doing this. That is why I'm here. So, subscribe. See you tomorrow, where I'll teach you the difference between the amateur and the pro and invite you into the pro mindset, because life gets good when you turn pro. Sending lots of love.